YouTube, Above Average Cody here, and I'm a little late to the party on the Season 6 of Halo Infinite hype, but we are here today to discuss everything that happened in last week's community live stream, where 343 pretty much addressed everything coming in Halo Infinite Season 6 and beyond, pretty much, and what's left for Halo Infinite in the near future. Now, I will be referencing that live stream throughout the video because obviously that's where all of this info is, but we will talk about that in a bit. I'm going to try to fly through and summarize everything they went over, and there is a lot, guys, so I'm going to jump right in. So hit that subscribe button, kick back, and get ready to take in all of this information. So guys, I want to preface this with two individual statements. One, although I will be referring to this as Season 6 and I'll be branding it as Season 6 hype, it by no means is Season 6. That's why I've been using the two little parentheses here. That is because there are no more seasons in Halo Infinite. We will be talking a lot more about this in the coming weeks, but they're done with seasons. They're basically just constant content updates. They're calling this one the January update, actually. January update and HCS 2024 roadmap. So there are no more seasons, which is kind of a good thing and also kind of a bad thing, which we will get into in a little bit here. And then the other thing I want to say before we dive into the nitty-gritty is this is a very bittersweet update because there is so much amazing, awesome, great things coming to the game, but it's just bittersweet because I can't help but think about if it had all of this insane stuff at launch, guys, how legendary this game would have been. But anyways, guys, that's enough talking. Let's dive right in. So the first thing they really start discussing in this live stream is the customization that is coming, and the biggest thing that everybody's really hyped for is the Mark IV armor core. You will be getting this on January 30th with this Season 6 update. It's an amazing core, and everybody in the fan base is really hype and really excited to see it. And guys, I do have a million bullets here referenced on my phone that I will be flying through here. And then on top of that, there will also be 3 helmets from the TV series. Yes, the Halo TV series character helmets will be making an appearance here in Halo Infinite, which they do show immediately after the Mark IV, with the names. That is Kai 125, that helmet, which honestly, they're all really sick. I'm not going to lie to you. There is Riz 028, and then I can't remember the name of the last one, but honestly, it's my favorite one, Vanak, which I could be pronouncing that wrong, but all very nice, and they're going to have visors also dropping with the helmet. And then next up, guys, is cross-core shoulders, which is really sick and a really big piece of the cross-core. They're also doing a bunch of different armor coatings. Any that kind of got left out in the past armor coating crosses are also in. So we're getting closer to full customization on all armor cores, and it seems like everything coming out on the new core and things like that will be cross with all the other cores. And that's all the main points in the customization section. Forgive me, guys. It's after work. I'm tired. It's late, but I got to get this video cranked out. And in the next section, it is upcoming operations. And guys, they have this whole video segmented up, and we're going to go through segment by segment. But I do encourage you, if you have the hour of 9 minutes, lot of great information from dudes that are just beyond passionate about Halo, and it's definitely worth a full watch through. So on to upcoming operations. There are actually 3 planned operations coming, guys. Dates are going to be announced. There is Spirit of Fire, which is coming, I believe, on January 30th. Cyber Showdown 3, so we see more of that kind of like techie, like cable-like cosmetics. And then the Yappening 2, which obviously grunt-inspired, more like funny, silly cosmetics there. And those are lined up, and guys, it's worth mentioning, the operations are what they are kind of shifting to away from seasons, if you will, because instead of full seasons with like stories and entire battle passes, you're just going to get little content updates and drops alongside the little 20-tier operation events that they've been doing throughout the season. So expect more of that and less of big events and giant content updates. And now next up, guys, the most exciting part for me is the new map, which is called Illusion. And now this map is a dual sniper arena map, and the sniper is actually at the very top of each base, and you can jump right up and grab the sniper, and you can snipe right down the middle of the lane. It's actually like an experimentation facility where they're working on like active camo and like overshield, and you can see the little models there. And then you can jump up top and you can see straight through to the base. There are two really big and really cool sniper lanes on each side of the map. And the second thing I like most about this map is the map feels really, really huge. It feels gigantic, but it doesn't seem like it's going to play gigantic. And that's something that they've really been struggling to get right, because a lot of the maps that they've been putting out have just felt a little too big, a little too much extra going on, like on the outskirts of the map. But again, this map just seems like it's like a big playground, but it can be played like very small, if that kind of makes sense, guys. And then something absolutely insane that happens in the center of the map. Again, this is a facility where they're kind of testing active camo and overshield and like learning about it and stuff like that. Is when you go in the center of the map, it is the biggest nerd spot I have ever seen in a Halo game ever. When you go into the center of the map, and I'm going to wait till it shows it. Come on. You are active camoed up. As long as you are in this area of the map around here, it is Energy Sword, you have active camo. If you run and jump and shoot, it'll obviously still like negate the camo, but this is insane. This is really cool, and I'm not even saying from like a competitive standpoint, because you guys know me, I love ranked. I'd love to see new maps in ranked. This is such a cool idea. Obviously, it's an insane nerd spot, as you can see here, with kids being camoed up and also being able to rat through ductwork. This seems like it'd be really fun. There'd be a lot of cool different ways to play it, and I just like the idea of it as a whole, and it's very unique, and just that's the type of stuff I've really been wanting to see come into Halo Infinite. Whether it's a competitive map or not, I really do not care. And now, guys, you will notice here a gigantic section on Forge Editions. This is something else that they are really starting to turn to. The lack of seasons and really pumping into Forge content, letting the community go crazy with new maps and new customization, things like that, guys. It's definitely, you can tell they're shifting their focus to another game, and this is a topic for another video, but just keep that in mind. So they are adding a lot of great things to Forge. I'm not a big Forger, so I'm not going to go too in-depth and crazy about it, because I'm just not the person to be filling you guys in on how big some of this Forge stuff is. But as you can see by all of the purple cosmetics here, there's a huge Covenant palette edition with new blank maps also. And you can definitely expect a midship remake, which they are talking a lot about. And there's all kinds of crazy things that they've added with this palette. And then there's also a huge customization overhaul on biome objects. So be it like trees, shrubs, anything like that, you can do literally anything with them, basically. Textures, colors, all that good stuff. And then there were other palettes previewed that are already on the way and other things like that, including, you'll see right after this one, some Flood-inspired palette customization. Guys, they are literally giving the community every single tool that they could possibly want to create the craziest stuff in Forge. I think this is absolutely fantastic. Again, I'm not a forger. I don't know too many forgers, but for the people that are out there grinding and making maps and things like that, guys, this is just monumentally huge. If any of you forge or are big in the Forge community, I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts on all of this stuff down in the comment section. But we are moving on to future playlist updates, which again, a huge section, because this is a lot of like community feedback and stuff has gone into this, guys. So first off, they have new community-made BTB maps planned, which is huge. I believe there are 3 of them. I think we actually played these way back when I did the BTB Invitational tourney, and they are absolutely amazing, elaborate maps. They also promised new Husky Raid maps and new Squad Battle maps. But one thing that was really nice, and I do encourage you guys to go back and watch this conversation they have, about how hard it is to get a community map into matchmaking, and I'll briefly go over. They talk about the steps of basically the person who made the map has to agree to want to work with them to get it into the game. Second, they have to test, and they find anywhere from hundreds to maybe even thousands of bugs, and then they work with the creator bouncing back and forth to kind of fix all of these bugs, and then it has to get tested again, and they go through this process over and over to get it into the game. And it's really nice that they do this because it is so easy for us just playing the game and having fun to be like, just add more community maps, just copy and paste it in the game. Why don't you do that? So it's really nice that they addressed that and talked about the process and how tedious it is, so that everybody can kind of get a grip and know that they are working hard to add a lot more community maps, but it does take a little bit of time, so don't expect it to be like bang, bang, bang. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, but I'm really happy to learn about the process, but also hear how passionately they speak about the process, and it just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy knowing that they're doing all of this work behind the scenes, guys. And now next up, possibly the biggest thing that I want to talk about is the Match Composer. So you will be able to search basically for multiple things at once through way of playlist filters. So perfect example I can give you is if you want to play a mode with Sniper being the starting weapon, you will be able to beep boop boop plug that in, and you will instantly be searching for any game mode that starts with a sniper. So if Ranked Snipers is in, Team Snipers, anything like that, guys, it will automatically queue those game modes all at once. So instead of sitting there at one playlist for 5, 10, 15 minutes, you can queue up multiple playlists at once by your choosing, which will just make the waiting for matches experience much better. I'm sure there's a better explanation out there on how big Match Composer is, but that's basically the best I can explain it. But anybody else better versed on it, please go down below, go crazy in the comments. I'll be hearting any comments that are very helpful down below. Next, they briefly addressed the networking update with Tashi, and basically it is in progress. It is a big work in progress because they have a lot more things to smooth out. It's been great. They've gotten a lot of really good feedback, and everybody's like, put it in ranked. But they basically said that they are actively just flying through these bugs. They already have a lot of fixes, but there are a few more steps that they want to take before they just kind of full send it into the game. But it's great to have an update and an optimistic update at that. There really wasn't anything negative to be said about it. And they said there's been a lot of great feedback. They just want to make sure that they get it exactly to where it needs to be before we see it into ranked and things like that. And guys, on to some ranked updates. The biggest ones, ranked doubles and ranked Slayer will be permanent ranked playlist, and then there will still be a rotating playlist including tactical and Team Snipers, Ranked Snipers will be rotating, and they want 4 maps rotating still, or 4 modes rotating, so they will be adding 2 new ranked modes to rotate out with tactical and snipes. So no matter what, at any given time, guys, there will be 4 ranked modes to choose from, and although that seems kind of bad with like the player base and not being able to find games and stuff, that's where Match Composer will be able to come in and kind of cycle it. So if you want to just search for ranked, you can queue up all of the ranked modes at once, and whichever one finds a match first, it'll just toss you in, which is really awesome altogether. And then finally, guys, HCS team skins. Not only are there new team skins that you saw in the background here at the beginning of the video that I was showing, but they are bringing back the HCS launch skins, the ones that were in at the beginning of the game, but they will only be up for purchase if they are still existing in the HCS. Ones like Space Station, Cloud9, the initial launch skins will be available. However, teams like Envy and eUnited, which are no longer in HCS, obviously one kind of ceasing to operate, at least for the time being, and then the other having merged with Optic, you will not be able to buy those. But if you already own it, all of these skins will be cross-customizable. I don't know if that's the proper term to use, but you will be able to put the coding on customized Spartans. You will be able to put charms on the guns. You will be able to put gun variants on the skins, and just full customization with those initial skins is so awesome. And you will also, again, be able to purchase them again if they are still active in the HCS. And then again, guys, the brand new bundles come with this insane BR model with actually the demon medal on it, guys. And they even tease that there are 2 other variants coming, also involving some really cool medals, but they would not disclose what is coming. But this BR is sick. You can put whatever skin on it you want, and I'm really, really hype. And another thing with the weapon skins, they were only for the battle rifle for the launch skins, but they will be for every UNSC weapon, commando, sidekick, you name it. So if you have an Envy skin or even a space station skin from launch, you will be able to put that on any weapon. And then finally, guys, I'm going to round this off with the HCS 2023 roadmap. Obviously, there are 4 majors leading up to HCS Worlds, but the big thing is there is 1 major in the UK, which I think is really, really great. The Halo fan base, especially on the HCS side of things, is really, really big over there. So the fact that they are getting their own major and everybody has to travel out there, I think is really, really huge for that part of the HCS population. But guys, that's pretty much everything, at least in like simple, like quick TLDR terms that happened in this live stream. I am 100% confident that I missed some stuff. I am 100% confident that I did not explain some stuff in enough detail, but I kind of want to just go through everything and kind of let you guys know where like my hype level is for the season 6 hype. And I am pretty excited, but again, I am a little like sad because it's like they're very clearly converting to the like end of this game's lifespan being no more seasons, no more big battle passes, small content drops, pushing everything over to Forge updates, which I've been told that's mainly what MCC did at the end of its lifespan. So we can soon be looking forward to a new Halo game, which again, that's why this is bittersweet, because this is all amazing content. If you are a fan of Halo Infinite, I do not think you can be upset about a single thing that they went over in this community live stream, which is really, really great for the game. I love the game absolutely to death. It's a great game despite all of the hate it's gotten. It's mounted a massive comeback. So I am really excited for all the stuff coming, but it is just very, very bittersweet. So I'm keeping my hype kind of on the fence here about it, but I am happy that it's coming as soon as January 30th. At least most of it, guys. Keep in mind, some of this stuff is like a longer timeline, like the playlist, the community maps, and things like that. Those will be coming further down the road. They will not, all of this is not bang, January 30th, game's complete, we're off to the races. So just keep that in mind. So guys, this video is already longer than I want it to be, but I really want to talk about this because I am very excited. I'm a little late to it, but hopefully you guys got some new info or just enjoyed hearing my thoughts on everything coming. I'm also very, very excited for that new map. It looks very cool, and I hope that they make a 24/7 playlist or whatever where I can just play the map and I don't just have to pray to get it in matchmaking. But alrighty, guys, that's everything. I'm pretty excited, but I'm also a little like disappointed that things weren't different in the past, but it is what it is. Better late than never, guys. Thank you so much for all the support. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Tons of Halo Infinite content, but I've been mixing in the Modern Warfare 3 ranked grind a little bit, but Halo by no means is going anywhere on this channel. It's here to stay, guys. No matter what happens to Infinite, new game, doesn't matter. So hit that subscribe button, guys. Leave a like on the video as well. It helps out. Leave a comment sharing all of your thoughts on the Season 6 upcoming release. And then finally, guys, channel membership. Super thanks if you'd like support in that way. It helps me out a lot as a content creator, but pretty please do not feel like you have to. But alrighty, guys, that does it from me. This was a long one. Apologies, but I appreciate all of the support from you guys. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next video.